about to get into Tabernacle, right? I know it sounds different, right? Because I mean, of course, right? I do what I do, but it literally seems at like the energy already. Like, okay, let me tell y'all. So, I wasn't even supposed to get on live today. Let me start there. I did not want to get on live today. The only reason why I wanted to get up here was because I felt like a message was getting to ready to download towards me or download to me, and I was like, well, you know what? I might as well get on. Girl, I come over to the table. I come to the table, girl. As I'm coming to the table, I look over at this deck right here. This deck right here with the three of swords. So you could, with the magician card, somebody could have tried to take your resources from you. But anyway, I use this deck, my big deck, right? And I seen these cards. I seen these cards with sneaky link. Yep. I seen those cards, and I was just like, why is one of those cards in there? So I pick up the card, and the first card that pop out is literally spilled tea. So it made me have to think and figure out what was going on, the energy, right? So I just randomly have been sitting on the spilled tea. I did at the time, I didn't pull any more cards because I was already late and I was doing other stuff, right? And I think that at times we get distracted from what it is that is going on. And happy Sunday to everybody that's going to be watching this on Sunday. We get distracted by what it is that is put in place of our journey or our path in our walk in life because of the challenge that we face. But we have to remember that in challenges, the one person that we can go to is God in any way, shape, or form. And if you are chosen divinely sent one, you already know that you on his speed dial, you on his main line type, energy. And it literally seems to me with deja vu, you were with someone at one point in time and this person was trying to at one way shape or form trying to keep you with deja vu and the energy of reminiscing on what happened in the past and what was going on in the past and the energy of because now they can no longer have restful nights. Now having sleepless nights because what it is that is occurring is that you're leveling up, you're growing, you're building yourself up, right? And you have built some sort of side hustle for yourself, which could be off of some hobby. You could be selling candles, you could be a tarot reader, you could be anything. But whatever you are, you're definitely self-made. You got that coin, you got that bed, you could be an entrepreneur as well. But it literally seems to me that whatever happened, this person was hating on you. This person was hating on you and giving you a whole lot. They was giving you too much. They was giving you way too much for absolutely little to nothing. You were trying to, and they were giving you a whole lot of nothing. Actually, to talk about it, they weren't giving you enough. If we're gonna talk about it with the filter, with the no filter, and the situationship, now it's as if whatever happened, this person is thinking that they were supposed to talk down upon you to keep you with them, to talk down upon you so that you can't get to the point with the situationship to actually be in a relationship with this person because this person didn't want to be with you. This person wanted to use you. This person wanted to antagonize you. This person did not want to be in the energy that they said that they wanted to be in. Do you know why? Because they seen your gift before you seen it. Stay with me. Okay? Stay with me. Because this person is over here in a past situation. This person is in a whole nother situation with somebody, a whole nother situationship. Because they, first of all, they could have cheated on you. Let's start there. We're gonna start there. But anyway, this person literally is in a whole nother situation and could be with the person that they cheated on you with. And they are literally not happy. Look at them, they're not happy. They're not happy. They're polar opposites. And the only reason why they got with this person is because they thought that they reminded them of you. And now this person is draining them of their energy. But in reality, this other person that they're with is draining them of their energy. So now they're matching energy and they don't want to be with them now because now they realize that this person is giving them the same energy that they giving you. And it's because you over here self-made and happy, and you got some sort of side hustle that's about to commence, or you got some sort of side hustle that's going on because the shop is open. The shop is open, girl, and the customers are flying in. You about to be acting real brand new. You're about to be acting real brand new with shadow work because you don't went through the healing. And now you found that God was your safe space. You found that God was the one that you had to go to and the one that you could lean on. Literally. What's this card? With the divine intervention. God put his touch on you. God showed you that you were the one that was supposed to heal the generations. You were the one that was supposed to break the generational curses that were a part of your life in some way, shape, or form will rebound. And it literally seemed like this person saw that before you. This person saw your light because God always protected you. You always felt like God was around. You always felt like God was here to help you. While this person came in and tried to, yeah, it seemed like you knew that you and God was a match, literally. But you let go, and you could have went to it. You could have got, hello, hermit. Hey, boo. It literally seems as if that whatever happened, you had to put yourself. You learned the lesson of what it is to be away from God and be out of God's sight versus being in God's love and being in His agape love and understanding what it is that's going on with the lessons learned. Let's see what's going on with the rebound. Yep, this person was trying to get a rebound. This person was in a situationship or is in a situationship that was supposed to make you mad. This person was supposed to make you mad. This person was supposed to make you mad. And that's the wake up call. They realize that they wake up and have sleepless nights over you and they can't get over you because they're so focused on you and you're not focused on them. What's going on for the Divine Collective? What's this card? With the wake up call. We got the wake up call. What card is this? With the big break, because now they see you are about to have confirmation. 9:55. God is blessing something or putting something in your life. God is blessing you with something because you put in the hard work. You went through the hard work. You went through the pain. You went through the blood. You went through the sweat. You went through the tears. And what ended up happening was you had a wake up call that you needed to get away from this person. And now this person is having a wake up call that they were in an energy of losing you and they realized and now they're trying to come back, but they already lost you. They already lost you with the false alarm. False alarm, everyone. They already lost them. They already lost them with the breaking cycles. Because like I just said, you were meant to break the cycles. You were meant to get this bag. You were meant to get this elevation. You were meant to level up. You are royalty. You have a royal bloodline. You are royalty. You are royalty. I'm telling you this. If you are you are royalty. If you are guided by God, you are royalty. You are one of his chosen people. You are guided by God. You're royalty. You out here living like Princess. You about to be out here living like Princess Diana with trust the signs. But you have to remember that you have to let God guide you. You have to remember that. What's going on for the Divine Collective? Because you are meant to break the cycles. You are meant to break the cycles. You are meant to break the cycles with the broken promises and sugar coated. Now, this person thought that they were going to be able to, whoever this, yep, would bounce back at the bottom of the deck. Whoever this person was, in some way, shape, or form with catfish, this person lied to you. This person told you, and I said this. You wanted before, because I pre-shuffled you all. So before I even got up here, I was already getting into the energy and tapping into this person. Because this person was giving me a whole lot of nothing. Confirmation. This person was giving me absolutely nothing, but a whole lot of it. How you gonna give me more of what you can't give? Like you can't even. I'm staying calm today. I'm staying calm. We got disappointed expectations, failed commitments, lost trust. Words meant nothing. This person was telling you fables. This person, yep, and now they're about to get all the karma that they sent to you and the stuff that they said to you. They're gonna have to watch you get with this other person or get with yourself and level up. Get this self-love and level up with the sugar coated, with sweet but deceptive words. Didn't I just tell you this person was deceiving you? I didn't even read these cards. I haven't been reading. I've just been channeling with empty compliments, hidden insults, too good to be true. Thank you so much. Oh, what happened? What happened in chat? I don't know what's going on. With the status upgrade, you are about to get a status upgrade. You're about to level up in some way, shape, or form with the two-face. You are now feeling the energy of what it is it means to be chosen by God. You are now seeing you're about to reap the benefits of what it means to be in a better place with the dear Heavenly Father. With the booked and busy, you're about to be booked and busy. You're booked and busy, baby. You're booked and busy, baby. You're booked and busy. And this person is stuck at a crossroads. And that's been the same energy. Oh, I forgot to even do what's clarify no filter with situationship. This person, this person is stuck and stagnant, and you over here unbreakable. This person was trying to make you break. This person was trying to make you have stormy nights. This person was trying to make you cry, but you learned through the lessons. You learned through it all. You learned through everything. And now what it is that occurred was you are now about to act brand new. Did I just say this? I started the reading with this. You about to be. They see me. I keep hearing this song. They see me rolling. They hating, patrolling. They trying to catch me riding dirty. Trying to catch me. They're trying to catch you riding dirty because they realize they trying to catch you and say that you got red flags, bro. They're trying to, or divine empress, divine feminine, divine masculine. It literally seems with soul conscious, they thought that you was a karmic. They thought that you was just gonna be in here just not doing the shadow work, not doing the shadow healing. But you set boundaries with this person, and now you did because you did the shadow work. And this person's still trying to breadcrumb people and still trying to breadcrumb you so that you can get out of the energy that you're in. Hello, everybody that's in the chat. Welcome to the Tarot TEA Tabernacle. It's Sunday. We about to get into some things. Firstly, I want to say shout out to everybody. This is a safe space. You know, this is the hostess page, Peace of Siren, and I'm your host, Peace of Siren. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you are new here, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell notification so you get notified when I post. All that does is get me out there to you and others that resonate with this energy, and it gets me to know that you like the content. So let me know what it is that's going on that I need to know how to do so I can help not only myself but the collective. With the CEO energy, we have to look. The year 2026, the collective is bossing up, literally. With the Photoshop, these people think that you were gonna literally. They thought that you were gonna change into somebody that you weren't, and you had to show the world the real you. You had to show the world the real you with deep fake. These people thought that you were lying, but you about to bounce back. Then I just didn't this just pop out? Didn't this just show his head at the bottom of the deck? What's going on? You went through some sort of shadow work and you put up boundaries with this person. And it literally seems with situational single, you are not about to let this person put you in a situationship. You are not about to allow it. Hi, man. I was reading it, but I was going through my spiel. Hi, love. Could you I don't even know what to say right now. Hey, if you would like a reading, you can go ahead to my link tree or go ahead because I did just book a booking session for specifically for my link tree. So if y'all want to go ahead and go do that, y'all can definitely do that for another session. But right now, this is just a general energy for what's going on and what to reflect on this past week, basically. Okay. So if you would like to stay here and go ahead and subscribe for this energy, you can go ahead and do that. But it literally seems to me, yep, with poker face, that I hope this finds whoever this is finding well. This is general energy. Your discretion is advised. This is for entertainment purposes only. If you're under the age of 18, please get off fear. It literally seems like whatever happened, this person was trying to save face because they didn't want you to know that they were stuck at a crossroads without you. And now you over here. Now they're trying to act brand new, and you don't evolve. And you the one that's actually doing the new and improve things. Literally, while they stuck in a crossroads at a toxic love with somebody they don't even want to be with. What's going on for the divine collective? Oh, with the bag secure, it literally seemed like you are meant to achieve. Yep, you are meant to achieve these things. You are meant to achieve these goals that you have in mind. And it literally seems like you're about to with 1111 DM side. You're about to have a lot of people in your DMs. You're about to be leveled up. You're about to have a lot of options. While this person is over here stuck in your energy, trying to make you stuck and stagnant with this other little Hefner that is trying to keep you and do magic on you and bother you in some way, shape, or form. Now you over here, look, especially with the candles in the back, you are already protected. You already got it. You already got it. So these people that are trying, this little couple that is trying to pretend to like you with poker face, they don't like you. And you know this. You already know this. So it literally seems to me that that's why you over here happy and joyful. You over here happy and joyful because what they gonna do? They better do like Ayana and dig a hole in the back of their yard and scream in it. Because ain't shit, ain't nothing changing over here, baby. No shade. Thank you. This person was trying to take your abundance while they were with you. Fake flex and going around telling their friends that they knew and improved. Oh, this they car, this they house. You know, they and they bae put their money in on this and all of this. They This person was childish. This person was going around trying to heal their inner child off of your energy, sucking energy from you, trying to figure out what it is that they can get from you. And while all the while being a hopeless romantic, knowing dang well they didn't want to be with nobody, they just like to romanticize. And then after 6 months, they turn into who they really are and get tired of you and show you they ass to kiss, and then they don't want you no more with the retirement goals because they have an end goal. They have something that they want to do. But now you are getting the things because you're ascended with ascension. You have ascended to a new ranking. And I keep saying this to my divinely sit ones. I just got confirmation that I have elementalists. Not only just elementalists, I have my ghostbusters, and not only my ghostbusters, I have my patsies and I have observers. So it literally seems to me that whatever happened, you're about to be ascended and booked and busy because you have now healed the past life trauma and the past life karmic lessons that you were supposed to learn in some way, shape, or form. That's the in-game card. While this person is over here being a clout chaser. While this person over here is clout chasing off of your energy because you're living luxuriously. You're doing better than this person in some way, shape, or form when in regards to loving self. This person is still trying to love others to love themselves because they only understand lust. They don't understand love. What's going on for the divine collective? Let's see what's going on for the divine collective. Payback. And didn't I just say everything that they sent towards you to keep you stuck with this side piece energy, they now about to go through everything that is returned to that was sent to you is returned to them literally because you're in the eye of God. You see how that light is shining over this comfort space. God is watching over you because you make him feel comfortable. He makes you feel comfortable. Y'all have a relationship. Y'all have a relationship with catfish, literally. And this person was pretending to be somebody like God couldn't see through their mask. Like God couldn't see through what it is that was going on. With the closure. Now you done left this now you done left this situation behind. You done left this situation behind because whatever this person was thinking that they were going to allow back in or you were going to allow back in, they thought, yep, that's the energy. They thought it was going to be sensual, sexual energy. Like they were going to be able to come in and hug and you weren't interested. It's me versus me. I'm focused on myself, boo. I'm focused on myself. If I gotta get back with you, I'm focused on myself. I don't want to be with nobody. I needed to go see it for myself. And that's what you're doing. That's literally what you're doing. It literally seems because you've seen behind this person's mask. You've seen behind this person's goal. This person was trying to antagonize and uh itemize is what I just heard. Itemize, look up the word itemize. I don't know exactly what that means, but you literally, this person idolized you as well with the friend zone. They still wanted to keep a relationship with you while you was going through the dark night of the soul and the healing process with self competition, powerful personal growth, becoming better and yet better than yesterday. My only competition. This person literally was stuck at a crossroads because they didn't know how to come in and take your energy. So they could have been trying to do mirror magic to look like you or take energy from you while they was doing sex or something like that. This is your discretion is advised, and I might put this as a trigger warning after I get off alive with the blind date. Yeah, you thought that this person was some way, and they completely blindsided you in some way, shape, or form, and you trusted the signs and left this situation in the past, or you're leaving it in the past because you're focusing on self right now. Yep, you let it go. You let it go. You let it go because this person was love bombing you, trying to take energy from your inner child, trying to understand who you are, trying to woo you over, and then it be wrong. And then it not even wrong, it don't even be genuine. This person wasn't being genuine with the daggone blind date. Didn't I just say that at the bottom of the deck? Didn't I just say that? This person was showed you a 6-month representative that came in, and now they still want to be friends because they don't want to leave, they don't want to lose you out of their life. Tough titty. There ain't no love in the heart of the city, baby. You gotta take this L. You gotta take this L. And hopefully you turn it into a W because my collective did. My collective did. With on red. Yep. You left this person on red. You left this person on red. You are no longer letting this person into your energy. Yep, you learned the lessons. You learned the lessons for what it is that was going on. And now this person is now this person is still trying to give you a false narrative. Didn't I just tell you this person was trying to, the reason why you left this person on red because you knew this person wasn't being truthful? This person wasn't being truthful with the bounce back. And so now you about to level up after this karmic situation has come to an ending. Hello, my love. And now you done bossed up into a CEO energy. You have bossed up. You have bounced back and now you're bossed up. You have bounced back and now you're bossed up. But whatever this person was trying to do because you have learned the lessons. You've learned the lessons. And they thought that they were gonna they thought that they weren't gonna see this glow up, and they do. And now they watching you from afar. They're watching you from afar, and now you making money moves. They're trying to figure out ways to come back in to try and get their money together as well. Yeah, it recharge just popped out almost. So yeah, somebody was trying to showboat. Yeah, they need to mind a big business for real. Cause you a big boss who handle big business. Fuck is you talking about? Excuse my language word. I'm sorry. Yeah, this is the tabernacle, y'all. I can't cuss. I can't cuss right now, y'all. I'm trying not to cuss. I'm in the tabernacle. Let's see what's going on. Spirit guides, angels, the ancestors of our all highest good, our all highest good, and the future I'm in the messages that you want me to deliver to the divine collective, the chosen ones, whether that's see, hear, feel, any way, for the messages to me, I really appreciate it. Thank you so much, Spirit guides. Somebody need to change their air filter in their car or their water. Is it the it's a filter, it's some sort of filter that's in the car. Don't know what that's about. Anyway, any way you can relay these messages to me, God of the highest light, like ancestors, spirit team, spirit guides, angels, I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Only, hey, how are you? Let's see with the Six of Cups. What's going on for the Divine Collective that's going to be viewing this reading? This is also a timeless reading with the Two of Cups. Didn't I just see the Six of Cups at the bottom of who are you into a relationship? Oh, with the Six of Cups. Oh, with the oh, somebody about to be you about to. We're all in this together. You're about to get into a relationship, child, and it's gonna be like a movie. Oh my goodness, it's gonna be like a movie with the the Three of Cups. You're about to get into some sort of new relationship that's going to ignite some sort of beginning or ignite some sort of passion in you, especially with looking at brand new. And then I say it's gonna be this person. You about to somebody about to DM you. Somebody about to slide on you with the Page of Wands. What's going on with the Four of Cups? Yep. You were at one point, you might not even be interested in this person at the time that you meet this person. With the King of Pentacles and the Nine of Wands, you might not be interested in this person. Whoever this person is, you might not be interested in some way, shape, or form because you're already focused on your self-love and your self-healing journey. And it seems like with the Ten of Cups, this person is going to come in and show you how it means to be a family forefront and to be in a relationship for real. With the Empress card, because they know your worth. Now, if this pop back out, I'm telling y'all, if she pop back out, I'm gonna let y'all know with the Judgment card. I'm gonna spring to the mountain. I'm telling y'all now. Go ahead and prepare. I'm not playing. Because the Empress popped out at the bottom of the deck, it already gives me that you're grounded. It already gives me that you're being the creative one. You're already being the divinely sent one that you're supposed to be, the divine Empress. You're creating, you're doing something better with the Hermit because you came out of this Hermit energy or you're going into this Hermit energy. Whatever happened, you ended up balancing yourself out with the Two of Pentacles. What else is going on? But we got the Nine of Wands with the King of Pentacles. It literally seems like you were tired of these people that weren't grounded, so you manifested somebody that was grounded, and you manifested in yourself. You manifested it in yourself, and you had to see how it worked and the energy worked and how to translate it to the divine and the ancestors for what it is that you wanted in the energy of with the Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, you had to tell the Lord that this is something that you work for, this is something that you want. So you want change in your relationships with the Star card because you deserve it. You are blessed, and that's what God is about to show you with the Two of Swords, because somebody wanted you stuck and stagnant in the past, and you either got into the energy of meditating and contemplating and balancing yourself out. Because look how balanced she is. Nobody really ever talks about how balanced she is. She is very balanced, even though she's stuck. She's also already knowing, because look at it, she blindfolded herself with the swords. She dares somebody to come in and attack her while she's sitting where she is sitting, because she also know that can't nobody get to her because the water is around her. So if anybody ever makes it on the area that she is at, she knows something is off, and then she needs to thus make a move. But she can sit still and sit privately because she is in her own bag and her own energy, to the point where she has self-love, to the point where she can risk the ability to lose sight, lose her limbs and her body to get to the point of getting back in tune with who she is. And that's what you did. You got back with the you let this you felt the energy. You cried. You went through what you went through, and you felt the energy. You felt the energy. And whatever ended up happening with the Empress pops out, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Literally. The Empress. I'm not joking, y'all. With the Queen of Swords, bro. You are literally balanced out because something that you wanted that was manifesting for you is now coming in. Come on. With the 10 and the 9 of Cups. Because this person is about to show you real true love. It's about to be something genuine. It's about to be something for you. With the 5 of Cups, after just not believing, after just not feeling like you were going to make it out, you had to go into the divine counsel, and you had to figure out what it is that you needed. With the you are waiting. You are waiting. 27, 23, as I say that number could be significant. With the Queen of Pentacles, literally, this is all you needed. If the High Priestess, I'm telling y'all, if the High Priestess pops out, I'm gone. With the Empress already out here. You didn't even need the Queen. Once the Empress come out, you're already balanced. You don't need to, because when you get with the other queens, you have to build up to the Empress. You're already there. You're already there. So with this energy, you're not only sharp with your words and smart with your mind, you're also grounded and rooted in the energy of understanding who the divine is for you. And you have now manifested the things that are coming into you. I love you too, baby. With the 3 of Cups, you about to be celebrating. Didn't I just say they see me rolling? They hating, patrolling, trying to get me riding dirty. Because they see you have passion. They see that you are passionate in the things that you believe. And whatever, with the 4 of Wands, they want to take your foundation. With the 3 of Pentacles, somebody was working against you. A coven, a group of people, a people at work. What's going on? What's going on in the comments? With the 2 of Pentacles and the 3 of Pentacles. It literally seemed as if whatever happened with the 4 of Cups, God was protecting you. God was protecting. If y'all have ever seen the Braxtons, you was touched by the fertile tree. The fertility of abundance. You are fertile in abundance. In some way, shape, or form, God touched you with the fertile tree. With the deck. Look at the fertile tree, y'all. You were touched by the fertile tree. You had to understand what it is, who God was, the tree of life. You had to understand what it was. You had to understand who he was. You had to understand why he was with the Queen of Cups, y'all. Come on. Come on. All three of the daggone freaking things, all three of the daggone queens are already out here, y'all. And we're not even an hour. We just barely got to 30 minutes. We're not even at 30 minutes yet. Whatever is meant for you, because you stayed grounded, you stayed in the energy that you were supposed to stay in, you didn't change what it is that God bestowed upon your life and spoke into you before you came. You are now about to get some sort of new action coming into your life. With the Hermit card. With the Hermit card. Some sort of light is about to be ignited to you, and you're about to be on a journey on where you need to go with the divine counsel. With the Nine of Swords. With the Nine of Swords, and you thought it was a hard fought battle. This is the energy that you just came out of. This is the energy you might have just came out of. Okay, my love. With the Chariot, now something's about to come in. Now some sort of situation is about to help you get out of this situation, feeling like you gotta always defend yourself. And it was some sort of relationship that you with the Queen of Wands. Y'all get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. It literally seems that you have gotten into Empress energy. You've gotten into your bag. You bounced back. You've bounced back. You're in your CEO energy. You're in your CEO energy. So whatever this person thought that they were gonna do to you, they thought that they were gonna do to you with the Chariot. Oh yeah, this not happening. It's not happening. With the Page of Pentacles, now you done seen what this person was trying to do. This person was trying to halt your life, and now you about to get some sort of new relationship because of it. Because this person is about to go through a hermit. Whoever this Gemini energy, whoever this Gemini, Scorpio, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or Taurus energy is. With the Tower card back at the bottom of the deck, and the Page of Pentacles. It's literally as if this person was trying to, in some way, shape, or form, cause a falling in your tower, but this person was just kicked out of the castle. With the Four of Wands, you were already grounded in your energy. This person was kicked out of your castle. This person was kicked out of your castle because they weren't meant to be on your journey anyway. They were just meant to show you how people really do you. Because sometimes people be your enemy and you be sleeping with them. Sometimes they be your enemy and they be your co-workers. You got to watch your back. With the Ten of Wands, because people will put burdens and siphon your energy. With the Eight of Wands, they'll come in and try and take your energy. And then when they get your energy and you go down, they're not gonna be, they not gonna be with the Five of Wands here to help you. They're gonna be the ones that still cause a conflict in your life. And you with the High Priestess, my God, today. That's literally the in-game part. I'm not joking. I'm not joking. This is the in-game part. You got the Empress with the daggone High Priestess. Whatever ended up happening with you or for you, it caused some sort of, with this person, it caused some sort of conflict. And you ended up realizing what it is. You ended up realizing what it is that you needed to do. And it changed your perspective. It changed your perspective on what it is that was going on. It changed your perspective. You couldn't fathom it. You couldn't think of it. With the Devil card, this person was demonic and chose who they wanted to chose. 44 people in the chat. 33-32. 33-23, as I say that. With the daggone artist. Now you literally see what it is that's going on. This person was a toxic attachment. This person was picking and choosing who they wanted to be around when they wanted them to be around and how they wanted them to be. And you realize that this person wasn't meant for you and to be in your history books, in your life, your memory bank. Hello, Tobago. Tobago. Right. With justice, now you're about to get some sort of divine intervention step in. You're about to get some sort of step in with the divine because God is tired of how people were treating you because it wasn't just one person. That's the kicker. It wasn't just one person. It might be one main person, but it was people that were tormenting you and tarnishing you and bringing you down time after time after time after time after time. Hey, Cecilia. I'm sorry. Cecilia. 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 I think I said it right. Did I say it right? Did I say it right? I'm not good with names, y'all. I'm really not. Anyway, with the page of daggone wands. Now, yeah, this person trying to come back and start a new flame with you after you done said the situation is complete. And y'all, I had a revelation. I had a revelation last night about the daggone world card. Whatever happened, it literally seemed like as if with the world card that it was I seen a seraphim. Look up what seraphim is. It literally is an angel. But if you look it up more, is it literally is thank you guys. It literally seemed like whatever happened when I was asleep, I was falling asleep, but I was in different dimensions. Like I was in different places. I had a very weird experience yesterday. It was very weird. I can't really quite put what it is that I was feeling. But I remember seeing the seraphim, and they had these very beautiful wings, but it was also covering not only their body but their face. And they opened their face up, and it was a lion, but it was like a old lion. I don't know how to explain it. It wasn't a modern lion. It was not a modern lion. And then it was a bird, but it was a bird with multiple eyes. And then it was a bull, but it was a bison. It was a bison. It wasn't a bull. It was a bison. And so I really realized that with this, with I can't find it now, but with the world card, something came to a completion, and it was because this person showed you different sides of them that wasn't what you thought it was when you first got there. Like it was as if whatever happened, you showed them who you really were, face first value, deeper level, as y'all got to know each other. This person was playing the same character, and the monologue was the same every time y'all talked because with the Page of Wands, they were taking your energy or they were trying to siphon your energy. And what ended up occurring was with the Four of Cups, you had to get out of that energy with the Ace of Wands. You found some sort of new opportunity because this person was taking your energy. So if they was taking your energy with the Seven of Swords and the daggone whale card, what could you do with your energy? Look at how it's spewing up. Look at how it's spewing up. Let's see what's going on with the Nine of Pentacles because you know your worth. You know what it is that was supposed to be happening for you, and you could have had premonitions. Like I said, y'all could be elementalists, y'all could be seers, y'all could be light workers, star seeds, chosen ones. You could be a multitude of things, but you could also be a one of one. Nothing is like you, and God put that specifically in you to remember that because you have to remember that God chose you to walk this life. God chose you to walk this path. So if he thought that anybody else could do it, he would have gave it to them. But no, they gave it to you. So it seems to me that whatever happened, you ended up realizing what it is that this person was trying to do. This person was trying to walk in your shoes, and they couldn't even walk to the front door in your shoes, in from the house. From the house, they couldn't even walk a whole mile in your shoes. So let alone walking in your life. Y'all see what I'm saying? Whatever this person was trying to, they was trying to figure out how to get to be like you. You have to walk in somebody's shoes for from the time they started walking to the time they get to the point of meeting you. Because usually people mess up and mess people life up when they, when they not sleep with them, but when they let somebody in and what they do is they started showing you the 6-month representative, and you didn't peep it until it was too late after the 6 months, right? And that's what the energy is giving me. It literally is as if, let me figure out what cards I'm doing. It's literally as if you realize this person was trying to cause you some sort of release, but a release of your own energy that, yep, and take away your dreams. Hello. Hi, everybody in the chat. Thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell notification so you get notified when I post. What's going on for the collective? What's going on for the collective? With the new romantic cycle begins. Then I just you're about to either fall in love with yourself or you're about to fall into a new romantic love cycle with the new moon in Libra. And it's time to release negative energy. This energy keeps popping out. You are releasing something, or you release something, and because you release something, with the devil card and the full moon and Scorpio touching each other, literally, and the 7 of Swords, you have now entered into an energy of releasing the positive energy from the abyss, or the emptiness that you thought was never going to be found. You found your happiness. You found your happiness inside of you. And I just heard I'm Every Woman by Shaka Khan, or I'm Every Woman by Whitney Houston. I heard a Whitney Houston version, but yeah, I went with Shaka. And it says, confidence is your key to success. So whatever you were doing, keep doing it, because it is taking you to a point of elevating and going beyond what it is that you already know, because the end of a tough cycle approaches. This card keeps popping out too. With the Hold Your Vision, you now see what it is that you need to do, right? And didn't I say balancing spirituality with practicality? Didn't I say that? I said meditate and contemplate, didn't I? Well, it's time to give rather than take, but it's the same energy, because that's the new moon energy. It's both in Pisces, literally. I'm not taking these in reversal. It says your dreams need a practical plan. So you started putting forth the effort to do what you need to do because you started working with the divine, or working with what it is that was going on. And now you see how to get out of the energy of stuck in stagnancy and now getting closer to your achieving your goals. It says you are closer to achieving your goals. And it says your hard work is paying off with the new moon and daggone Capricorn. You now see what it is that you need to do in some way, shape, or form. With the communication is key. You started talking to the ancestors and the divine, and this is, don't let the past hold you back, because you realize that this person was holding you back from understanding your ancestors, because you were so fixated on trying to get them to heal, or trying to get them to understand. With Hold Your Vision, we got Hold Your Vision, and that just pop out at the bottom of the deck. With the fixed sign, fixed moon, what do you need to release? You had to release this person. You have to let this person go. You have to let this person go in some way, shape, or form. With the, it's time to take action. What do you need to release? You had to go after your goals. You had to go after your plans that you had, like, kind of muster up the idea of, and never took action towards it in some way, shape, or form. And I feel like now is it's time to step out of your comfort zone. Literally, now you're taking towards the action of that you need to take. And whatever happened with prosperity lies ahead, reverse. You thought that you weren't going to get to this thing, and you need to change that, because your confidence is your key to your success. Hi, everybody. And it says, don't let pride get in the way, but don't overstimulate yourself, is the energy that I'm getting. It seems like don't think too much about the past, or what somebody, don't try to prove your point to somebody of the past. Prove the point to yourself that you can do it. But the communication is key. And ask the divine for the help and guidance to what you need to do or where you need to go, which you're good enough, which you are good enough. Yep. Where the new start is coming. You have to find the confidence in yourself to believe in the impossible, so that you can get to a point of not feeling like things are going against you, but working towards you and working for you. Where my chest chakra keep going off. With nothing is just set in stone. Like, you have to remember to balance yourself back out. with the adjustments are required. Yep, you had to balance yourself back out, or you're balancing yourself back out in some way, shape, or form because nothing, you felt like nothing was yet set in stone because you don't know exactly what the process is going to be for you. With the situationship popping out star card and the energy is gaining momentum. So this part, you are gaining momentum while this person's over here stuck and stagnant still. Literally. Literally. What's going on for the Divine Collective? With a win-win outcome is in the forecast. Didn't I just say you're about to get into a new relationship with the High Priestess and the full moon in Libra? You're about to get into a new relationship with the Two of Cups. You're about to get into a new relationship because you got away from this karmic lesson, this karmic debt, this jellyback, and you are no longer allowing this person to take away and siphon your energy. You're no longer allowing it. This has been in the tarot streets, for real. I'm not playing. Is we as a collective are leveling up and not taking bullshit, and there's nowhere else to go but up. There's nowhere else to go but up from here. With have faith in your dreams. And I just say this: you have to now have belief. You now have to have the belief that you're going to get to some sort of, with meditate and contemplate at the bottom of the deck. You're about to get to some point of getting to some sort of. That's all you really need is a. And with my chest chakra, and you are now breathing and taking time to breathe out. You're taking time to breathe out because you and your loved ones are safe. You are happy. My chest chakra is going on really badly right now. You could be manifesting in some way, shape, or form, but nothing is just set in stone. You could be feeling like that's the general energy, but that's not the end game card. That's just the last card. With be bold and make the first move, you're taking action, or it's time to take action towards something. It's time to take action towards something because whatever you were doing is now working for you and working in your favor in some way, shape, or form. Let me see. Let's see what's going on for the collective. What's going on? I was high, so I like what's going on with. Let's see what's going on. Oh, Payday, you about to level up, or you about to get some sort of abundance with you in the right direction. You going in the right direction, literally. You have leveled up to a point where you can now flow within yourself and get to a point of flowing with the divine. And I said that you could be hopping on a wave that you've never driven or rode before. It could be like you're a surfer for some, or you like to go to the beach, or you like, but whatever it is, you have now balanced yourself out enough to the point where you can just relax, or you're about to live a luxurious life. I don't know where it's at right now, which confirmation you have a huge decision in some way, shape, or form. Because it's some sort of toxic work environment that you got receipts on people at the work environment, or the people receipts because with unexpected income. It's some sort of situation that the workplace could be hazardous in some way, shape, or form, and you got receipts on this. And now you're about to get some sort of income off of this in some way, shape, or form. But it's a huge decision to even do this, like to even bring this up. But it's some sort of interview that's about to come in towards you. Yeah, with unexpected expenses coming out too. It's either or, but you're going through some sort of change. Regardless, take what resonates. This isn't for everybody. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Your discretion for the rise, like I said before. It literally seems to me with money tree, some people about to level up, while some people about to have some sort of expenses that they got to go through. But either way, you're headed in the right direction because everybody's on different waves. Everybody's in different wavelengths. 48 as I say that. 48 minutes as I say that. With the budget, some people have to have some sort of balancing, not just budget, but they could have to balance themselves out, especially with changes because they're going through a deep healing and they're reevaluating their life. They're reevaluating their life with money tree because you want to level up and get to this fertile tree. You want to get to this manifestation. You want to get to this tree of life. With job offering, you about to get to some sort of abundance or some sort of offering. God is about to offer you a job as one of the highest ranking people. Yet you on a job search and figuring out why I can't get this, why I can't get that, because God is waiting for you to come and accept the job of being one of his divine ranking warriors. What's going on for the collective? With the resign, yep. Now you about to, because certain people have neglected the specific. With saving money coming out in reverse. Somebody was trying to take your position. Somebody was trying to take your position and make you lose your job in this position that God put in your life. This could be a literal job or his ranking. It could be his ranking. It seems like it's his ranking. People are trying to make you lose your ranking by doing some sort of spell work on you. That's what that is. With the entrepreneur, because you figured out how to maneuver in the spiritual realm without doing magic in some way, shape, or form with entrepreneur. And now people can't do that. People are now in the energy with the loan denied. They are so stuck in spiritual jail because they can't even grasp how to do things without doing certain spiritual attacks or some sort of magic on you with the follow up, because they always got to follow up with the magical spells. That's why God always said, don't do magic, because it is one thing. It's like an addiction. Once you start, you don't stop. Once you start, you don't stop. You keep doing it. That's why you have to go through a healing period and a realization that, yeah, magic isn't necessarily bad. It just depends on the eye of the beholder. And it just depends on what exactly you're doing with what you're beholding. But it does not mean to just keep having to do magic over and over again to keep you stuck in limbo of not understanding what it is that the divine is giving you, and losing your abilities, and losing your elemental powers, and losing your ability to evolve beyond what it is that we know as a collective. Oh, thank you. Really? Let's see, with work from home. Yeah, you had to work from home and show this person what it is that was going on. Because yep, you could have been selling credit repair, or you was giving people discounts and stuff. You could have been a telemarketer in the past. Don't call my phone. I'm like, don't call my phone selling me that job. Girl, I give you 2 seconds to talk and what it is, and you be off the phone eating the chili. Okay, let's get into the tarot. The tarot. The tarot. Let's see what's going on. Let's get into the tarot. 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 Let's see what's going on. Let's see. I don't even think I had a time for this. Hold on. Okay. Yeah, I'm really slow. How y'all doing today? I hope everybody's having an amazing Sunday. I hope everybody's blessed and highly favored, because well, you know, shout out to She's a Favorite Tarot, because I forgot all about her. Um, Shout out to the good Judy. But you are with the Queen of Cups because you're intuitive. You know what it is that you need to do with the Seven of Wands. Let's see what's going on for the Divine Collective. Spirit got the energy confirmation. What's going on? Didn't I just say you were selling some sort of type of you could have been a telemarketer in the past. Some of y'all could have been telemarketers, or you could have been doing some sort of entrepreneur where you had to sell your business with Two of Pentacles to make people want to buy it in some way, shape, or form. What's going on for the Divine Collective? Spirit guides, angels, God of the highest good light, ancestors, to give me the best messages for the time of this reading that I'm doing. What's going on, Spirit guides, angels, ancestors? With the Ten of Cups, you're about to get your wish fulfillment. You're about to get your wishes fulfilled with the Hermit, because you went through some sort of hermit, some sort of new opportunity is coming in for you, because you realize that whatever this person was trying to do with the Five of Pentacles was now, they're now kicked to the curb. They're now kicked to the curb. And I don't know how else to explain that or say that. They are now no longer in your presence. They no longer have access to you, with the Five of Pentacles still being at the bottom of the deck, with the Ten of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles. So you really had to balance out your finances, or you could have been really trying to balance out your finances in some way, shape, or form. Hey, my love, I'm happy you back. Let's see what's going on. Let's see what's going on. With the Nine of Swords. Whatever ended up occurring, this person, you learn from this. You learn from this because you thought at one point you were overthinking. No, you were just critically thinking. You were thinking about what it is that you were supposed to be doing to get to this point of this manifestation. But this person always was trying to keep you stuck and stagnant. This person didn't want you to be at this 10 of Pentacles. With the 10 of Pentacles, the 10 of Cups, and the 10 of Wands. Literally. So it seemed as if what this person was trying to do was to stop you from getting to your passion and new beginning with this 10 of Pentacles and this 10 of Cups. Confirmation. Somebody with 1043 at the timer, and it was 4524 at on the count time. Literally. With the Knight of Swords, this person wanted to cause some sort of karmic like tie to your life. They wanted to be tied to you in some way, shape, or form. And you didn't, you said negatory, no, no, thank you. No, no, thank you. No, 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 thank you. With the Lovers card, yeah, this person was trying to attach themselves to you by trying to keep you stuck in a honeymoon phase and not evolving. And you realize that you can't be stuck in a honeymoon phase because the point of a relationship is to grow. We're going to have ups and downs, and this person wanted to, and you walked away, or they walked away from you with the Emperor. Yeah, this person could have walked, this divine masculine could have walked away from you, or you walked away from them, and you got into your masculine energy with the Two of Pentacles, because they was juggling you the whole time anyway. They didn't even want to. With the Three of Pentacles, they was working with other people against you the whole time too. They were working against people. They were working against you with other people the whole time, and it was juggling. So you already intuitively knew something was off and something was up, and you said, "Nah, dog, I'm not doing that." With the Knight of Swords, because this person came back out, and they came back around trying to do something different, and they in the back, they in the back now. Literally, with the Seven of Pentacles, because you focus on yourself. This person is heartbroken and stuck on you. Wow. This person is heartbroken and stuck on you because you about to get some sort of new wish fulfillment with somebody else. You about to get some sort of new wish fulfillment with somebody else, and they can't take it. Let's see what's going on for the divine collective. Let's see what's going on for the divine. With the full card, the Temperance. Oh my goodness. The full card with the Temperance and the Knight of Swords. Didn't this card just pop out? It seems to me that this person was trying to come in and catch you off guard. This person was trying to come in and catch you off guard in some way, shape, or form. And with the daggone Temperance card, you realize and you bounce yourself out, and you already knew that it was coming. So you was just waiting for it. You was waiting to see how this person was going to move. You was waiting to see how this person was going to do, because God already gave you the download of what it is that was going on, and you realize. And now with the Knight of Wands, you have a new passionate beginning coming in, because this person thought that they was going to come back in and try and ruin your future, when in reality, they already ruined your past. So you left them presently, and now they're not coming into your future. So now what? Literally, with the Seven of Pentacles and the Sun card with the Strength. Girl, Leo energy heavy, Sagittarius energy heavy, Gemini energy heavy, with the Knight of Wands, Aries energy too. It seemed to me that it seemed, that's why I said seemed, that this person was trying to unexpectedly come in, but somebody is being blocked to do so. They can't even, you see this, they can't even get the sword out of the daggone rock, or they can't get the sword out of the daggone ground, because God is putting some sort of weight on their shoulders, because they wanted to be fancy and wear all this daggone armor. They wanted to be fancy and try and prove themselves to be this knight in shining armor. And what ended up occurring was, you didn't need that. You needed somebody that was bold, that was going to do the things that you wanted them to do for you, and the things that they would allow you to let them do as well. Because you got to also think, and I always say this. Now y'all gonna have to reel with me in, or reel this in with me on this. A man knows that a woman lets him wears the pants in the relationship. And I'm gonna say it like this: if you don't let them do it, if you don't understand, then either you're not a real man or you're not a real woman. That's just my personal opinion. Because a woman knows what it is that they need to do to guide the relationship and keep the relationship healing and flowing. But if you're not meeting that energy, what are we doing in the relationship? What else is going on? You had to find your strength in yourself. You had to find the strength in yourself in some way, shape, or form. And what ended up occurring was you no longer suffer. You're no longer suffering. With the Five of Swords being at the bottom of the daggone deck, now you're about to thrive. Now you're about to be flourished, or you're about to be floored with, yeah, you're about to be floored with the energy that God is about to give you. With the Eight of Swords, because somebody was trying to keep you trapped, and you were trapped at one point in time, you were stuck at one point in time, and now you're about to get some sort of ignited passion. With the Six of Wands, and it's some sort of victory. It's some sort of victory, literally. Sagittarius energy, Leo energy. With the Empress, I just told y'all, this is the same card. With the daggone Ace of Swords. It literally seems to me, with the Queen of freaking Wands, bro, you found your balance. You found what it is that you needed to do to be yourself and to be the nurturing child that God made you into the way he did. And now that the things are coming in with the King of Cups, you're about to get some sort of new love. You're about to get somebody that's emotionally mature, that's going to be emotionally balanced. Literally. What else is going on? In-game card, please, for your ancestors. With the Nine of Cups, because you manifested it. You manifested this situation. You manifested a new opportunity to come in after being stuck and stagnant with this past person. And you walked away from this person. That's why you walked away from it. You walked away from them because you were no longer about to suffer in silence. You are no longer about to let this situation go to pass. And you got this King of Cups coming in, or you got this new situation coming in, and this past person could be trying to show you some sort of energy, some sort of energy. Yeah, with the Queen of Cups, this could be somebody that was at one point in time your balance, but now you realize, or in the past you realized that this person was probably showing a reflection of you or what it is that you needed to do. And it was the Five of Cups, and you realize that you have to let this person go, and you change and you transmute the energy, and now you're off to better, or you're about to get off to better. What else is going on? With the Ten of Pentacles and the Tower card. See, didn't I tell you somebody didn't want to see? See, didn't I tell you somebody didn't want you to be at the energy of getting to a pinnacle with the Nine of Cups? Now somebody's trying to keep you stuck and stagnant away from this relationship that's about to come in towards you. What else is going on? Let me see. Yeah, with the Four of Wands, but you have some sort of foundation with the Two of Cups popping back out. You got some sort of foundation. And with the Queen of Swords, and I think it literally seems to me that like you realize that with the Five of Swords, you're no longer allowing with the Seven of Swords, the Five of Swords and the Seven of Swords, you're no longer allowing sneaky, deceptive energy to come in and try and harvest over you. With the Six of Swords, you're moving away from it. You're moving away from it. Let's see what's going on for the collective. With the Five of Swords, this person still wants you to be stuck in their energy. This person still want to come back and try and do things to keep you wanting them. But you realize that with the Star card and the Three of Wands, that you are the creator of your reality. You are the one that who can manifest and change the world and change the thing that is around you. So you're no longer allowing this person to come in and try and start something with you when you in reality with the Knight of Wands, we're tired of the circles. And I looked up what is it cyclical energy, and it's to be in a repeated cycle over and over again. Y'all can check my community tab to see what's going on, what's the tea over there too, because I've been posting up there now. And it literally seems that you won't about to keep getting on this hamster wheel with this person. It literally seems like that. With the Page of Pentacles, because all they do is break from you. All they do is keep you stuck and stagnant in some way, shape, or form, and cause illusions with the Seven of Cups. With the Magician card, because they want to put some sort of magic on you. They want to keep you stuck, but things are about to come in and positive and quickly within the next 4 to 6 months. With the daggone Justice card and the Nine of Cups. Mind you, both of these, this one is 11, so I'm gonna say 2 to 6 months. No, not cyclinol, not cyc. Am I saying that right? Cyclinol. If you look at my community tab, I don't know how to pronounce that word, but cyclical. It's three C's. It's not two. It's three C's. Cyclical. It's two means to be in a repeated cycle over and over again. Okay, let's get into what the topic is going to be about today, and then we're going to pull more cards. So, if y'all could tell by the title, honey, we already in the tabernacle, girl. We had the doors, attention, doors have opened. Please rise, because it's God that's on my mind. Yes, it is. So, we're about to go ahead and pull from a little excerpt of what it is that I randomly channeled when I was before I got up here, and it was the energy was very interesting to me because it literally seemed as if I was shifting at the same time and balancing myself out to understand what it is that was happening. So if you would turn with me to Deuteronomy 17. Now y'all know how I like to do over here, but if you'd like to read a little bit further or a little bit before, go ahead and do so. But it literally seems to me, it says, okay, so this is what I'm gonna tell y'all my first reaction when I first started reading this, because I've never read this until recently. And it says, "You shall not sacrifice to the Lord your God an ox or a sheep in which is a blemish, any defect whatsoever, whatever, for that is an abomination to the Lord your God. If there is found among you within any of your towns, which the Lord your God gives you, a man of or woman who does what is evil in the sight of the Lord your God and transgressions his covenant, and has gone and served other gods and worship them, or the sun or the moon or any of the host of heaven, which I have forbidden, and it is told you and you hear it, then you shall inquire diligently. And if it is true and certain that such an abominable thing has been done in Israel, then you shall bring forth your gates to that man or that woman who has done the evil thing, or you shall stone that man or woman to death with stones on the evidence of two witnesses or of three witnesses. He that is to die shall be put to death. A person shall not be put to death on the evidence of one witness. The hand of the witnesses shall be first against him to put him to death, and afterward the hand of all the people. So you shall purge the evil from the midst of you. So whatever happened to you, right? Whatever occurred in your life, somebody was trying to make you out to be the scapegoat. Somebody was trying to make you out to be a problem. And what it is that occurred was God came in, and if you read a little bit further, it says, "You shall not turn aside from the verdict which they declare to you." You were being bashed and bruised in some way, shape, or form, because God was seeing, and He was giving me a vision, and it was like as if people was throwing something, and I was like, "Oh, they're throwing the rocks and hiding their hands." And what ended up occurring was you realize that whoever that was doing this was close around you in close proximity to you. And so what ended up occurring was you realized all of these things happening, and you had to sit back and give the energy to God and let them see it from their perspective, from his perspective. And you ended up realizing that this person and these people were against you and they were not for you. And it says, "The man who acts presumptuously by not obeying the priest who stands to minister there before the Lord your God, or the judge, that man shall die. You shall purge the evil from Israel, and all the people shall hear and fear and not act presumptuously again. So imagine what is going on right now, and currently in Israel, what is going on in the world right now. So this is tying back into not being what my last few readings have been about, not being of the world, but living in the world. Do y'all see what I'm saying here? So it literally seems, and this is a common saying, but it literally seems like you have bounced back from people who were trying to uh end you, because you ended up realizing that these people were not of the divinely sent. They were just using God's name in vain. They were doing it with blasphemy. And it says, if you go a little bit further, right? But I'm gonna skip back a little bit, because I had to understand for myself, why in the world would God be this wrathful at this point? Because it just didn't make sense to me. Because God is he's peaceful. He seems very peaceful. God is peaceful energy when I feel. I don't know about you, but I feel peaceful energy when I'm around God. So I had to go in a little bit further. And if you go to verse 15, Deuteronomy verse 15, or chapter 15, at the end of every verse, at the end of every 7 years, you shall grant a release. And this is the manner of the release. Every creator or creditor shall release what he has lent to his neighbor. He shall not exact it of his neighbor, his brother, because the Lord's release has been proclaimed. Of a foreigner, you may exact it. But I'm going to stop it right there, right? Because a foreigner in this specific context is not talking about somebody that is not native to the country. It's somebody that isn't native to you, first of all. Let's start there. Okay? And then it says, but whatever of yours is with your brother, you shall release, but there will be no poor among you. For the Lord will bless you in the land which the Lord your God gives you for your inheritance to possess. What have I been saying for the past week, you guys? Y'all have been reflecting, y'all have been reviewing, y'all have been seeing what it is that's going on. God is about to bless you with an inheritance, something that people were trying to block from you, something that people were trying to no longer give you because they thought that you weren't worthy. But last time I checked, you don't have a heaven or hell to put me in, and you don't have a coffin to buy me, or a window to throw your piss out of. So I don't even understand what made you think in your right mind that you was gonna come in and swap and swipe or swipe some type of gift or some type of understanding that God was giving and bestowing upon the divine counsel or the divine people. That doesn't make sense. You can't take something that is not yours and it wasn't meant to be yours to begin with. So it says, if only you will obey the voice of the Lord your God, be careful to do all this with commandment which I command you this day. For the Lord your God will bless you as he promised you, and you shall lend to many nations, but you shall not borrow, and you shall not rule over many nations, but they shall not rule over you. If there is any, verse 7, if there is among you a poor man, one of your brethren in any of your towns within your land which the Lord your God gives you, you shall not harden your heart or shut your heart against your poor brother. But see, and this is why I had to go back to the verse, because I realized that, and that's why I said what I said. Thank you, God, because I realized I was like, now why would God be so mad in the next verse? But he seems very calm and peaceful here, because it's the distinguish. He was distinguishing between the good and the evil, right? In the verse, he was distinguishing between the good and the evil. And God was showing us that because these people are evil, they're not going to reach their hand out to give back to the poor. They're not going to give back to the needy, because what it is that they don't want to they're so scared because they know that their karma is coming. They're feeling like they give a little bit, they're gonna have to give a lot of it, because they don't want to take and then not receive because they're not doing it with good intention. So it says, hold on one second. Where was I just at? But you shall open your hand to him and lend him sufficient for his need, whatever it may be. Take heed lest there be a base thought in your heart, and you say, the seventh year, the year of release is near, and your eye be hostile to your poor brother, and you give him nothing, and he cry to the Lord against you, and it be sin in you. Like I just said, that's why certain people are give willingly and certain people give with intention, right? You shall give to him freely. Didn't I just say this? I ain't even read the rest. You have to give to him. It says, you shall give to him freely, and your heart shall not be grudging when you give to him, because for this the Lord your God will bless you in all your work and in all that you undertake. For the poor will never cease out of the land. Therefore I command you, you shall open wide your hand to your brother, to the needy, and to the poor in the land. So it literally is as if what's being said is it's very simple, very self-explanatory, but not everybody does it. Not everybody does it. Not everybody's trying to give back to the community. Not everybody's trying to give back. But I see now that my community is now leveling up, and y'all are now at the place and the position to do so. And I greatly appreciate it, and I'm so appreciative, and I'm so thankful. And I had to understand for myself what it meant to not just only like, and y'all could be in this energy too, not only just survive but thrive. I understand what it means to be in the energy and the motion of going further than you've ever went before, right? And it says, verse 12, if your brother, a Hebrew man or a Hebrew woman, is sold to you, confirmation, excuse me, he shall serve you 6 years, and in the seventh year you shall let him go free from you. And when you let him go free from you, you shall not let him go empty-handed. This was talking about, and this is why I found this to be interesting, because you knew if this was said in the Bible, and this is Deuteronomy, so this is the Old Testament. If this was said in the Old Bible, that literally already lets you know the precinct, the precedent that was going on in the energy of we weren't supposed to be stuck in this slave mentality. We weren't supposed to be stuck in an energy of no longer uh talking to the ancestors, talking to the divine, talking to the people that have paved the way for us beforehand. And it literally seems to me that whatever we have done, we have lost our way because we have lost our faith in God, and people are now getting that faith back. And I thank my community for having that faith, because whatever happened, it says, as the Lord, verse 14, you shall flourish him liberally out of your flock, out of your threshing floor, and out of your winepress, as the Lord your God has blessed you, you shall give to him. You shall remember that you were a slave in the land of Egypt. Wasn't I just talking about this? And it says, but if he says to you, verse 16, I will not go out from you, because he loves you and your household, since he fares well with you, then you shall take an awl, thrust it through his ear into the door, and he shall be your bondman forever. And to your bondwoman you shall do the likewise. You shall do likewise. So it is saying that if you read the little excerpt that I put and I had, ever happen, if you are now finding the opportunity to be able to give to others, do that. But if you don't do it and you have the opportunity to do those things, God is going to start to scold you and make you realize why God is God and why you are who you are, literally. So it says, verse 16. Now I went to go further because I was like, this couldn't be the end. Because I had verse 17. So I said, this couldn't be the end, right? So it says, observe the month of Abib and keep the Passover to the Lord your God. For the month for in the month of Abib, the Lord your God brought you out of Egypt by night, and you shall offer the Passover sacrifice to the Lord your God. So there were sacrifices that happened, but they weren't humanly. They were animals and sheep and lamb and all of, and I don't think they really did lamb like that. They did more so sheep, but that's not the point. We have gotten away from our lineage. And God is showing us we have to learn to face him so he can face us. Because right now, a lot of people are realizing that God has turned his eyes away from the people. And now we have to remember to look up to what it is that this person, the dear Heavenly Father, has going on. Let's see what it says. It says, and you shall, okay, from the flock of or the herd, at the place which the Lord will choose to make his name dwell there. You shall eat no leavened bread with it. 7 days you shall eat it with unleavened bread, the bread of affliction. Because affliction is literally about being like I'm feeling conflicted is the energy I'm getting. It's like whatever's happening, you're feeling like I don't know which. It's like the energy of being on the fence, of being for God or being against God. Like you are on the fence and it's no fence. There's just a thin line that you decided to sit on because you wanted to be the quote unquote spiritual center. And that is it's either or. You can't it's in or out. It's no middle ground for this specific battle that has been going on for thousands of years. So it seems like for you came for you came out of the land of Egypt in hurried flight, that all the days of your life you may remember the days when you came out of the land of Egypt. No leavened bread shall be seen with you in your territory for 7 days, nor shall any of the flesh which you sacrifice on the evening of the first day remain all night until morning. So this started to make sense to me, and I started realizing, okay, well, I see why God was kind of mad, because if you look, it literally says, verse 18, on chapter 16, you shall appoint judges and officers in all of your towns, which the Lord your God gives you, according to your tribes, and you shall judge the people with righteous judgment. And that's what we've gotten away from. We've gotten away from the righteous. We've gotten away from the grace and the peace that we were supposed to be acquiring. It says, you shall not pervert justice. And that's what people have been doing, especially in this country. They've been perverting justice and getting into the energy of thinking that it was okay to be perverts and pedos. And I don't like that energy at all. I don't. And it literally seems to me that God was trying to tell the people, because this is a quote, that you can't have your cake and eat it too. This person thought they were going to be able to have their cake and eat it too. And you have to have one or the other. In this energy, you have to have one or the other. You have to preserve it, you have to understand it, you have to grow with it, and that is the self-love and the agape love that God is putting inside of you. And it says, you shall not pervert justice, you shall not show partiality, and you shall not take a bribe, for a bribe blinds the eyes of the wise and the subverts that cause the cause of the righteous. Justice and only justice you shall follow, that you may live and inherit the land which the Lord your God gives you. Didn't I just say you're about to get some sort of inheritance? You're about to get some sort of inheritance. And that's the energy that this is giving me. It's giving me that you're about to be better than what you have ever been, because what it is that's going on is a change and a shift in the world, literally. And you see that what it is that this person was trying to do, and you seeing what it is that the world is trying to make it out for you to be, and you had to change the energy. And if y'all could go on my community tab, my second verse was y'all can read this one, but I wanted to get into my last one that I got into, 11:11. Make a wish, y'all. We got Psalms 65 and 66. So I'm going to read verse 66. It says, make a joyful noise to the Lord, all the earth, sing the glory of his name. Give to him glorious praise. Say to God, how terrible are thy deeds. So great is thy power that thy enemies cringe before thee. All the earth worships thee. They sing praises to thee, sing praises to thy name. Come and see what God has done. He is terrible in his deeds among men. He turned the sea into dry land. Men passed through the river on foot. there did we rejoice in him, who rules by his might forever, whose eyes keep watch on the nations. Let not the rebellious exalt themselves. Bless our God, O peoples. Let the sound of his praise be heard, who has kept us among the living, and has not let us slip, has not let our feet slip. For thou, O God, hast tested us. Thou hast tried us as silver is tried. Thou didst bring us into the net. Thou didst lay affliction on our loins. Wow, didn't I just talk about affliction? Didn't I just talk about affliction? And it says, thou didst let men ride over our heads. We went through the fire and through water, yet thou hast brought us forth to a spacious place. I will come into thy house with burnt offerings. I will pay thee my vows, that which my lips uttered, and my mouth promised when I was in trouble. I will offer to thee burnt offerings of fatlings. Didn't I just say it wasn't about the offerings of sacrifice? It wasn't about the offering of people. It was more so about the animals, and it was about like myrrh, frankincense. I said this last time, myrrh, frankincense, and all of those things. It was about the incense. It was about the energy that it exudes, because everything in here and on earth is about energy. And it's not just earth, it's literally universal. And it says, I will I will offer to thee burnt offerings of fatlings, with the smoke of the sacrifice of rams. I will make an offering of bulls and goats. Come and hear, all you who fear God, and I will tell what he has done for me. I cried aloud to him, and was extolled. He was extolled with my tongue. If I had cherished iniquity in my heart, antiquity, if I had cherished antiquity in my heart, the Lord would not have listened. But truly, God has listened. He has given heed to the voice of my prayer. Blessed be God, because he has not rejected my prayer or removed his steadfast love from me. That agape love that I was just talking about. That agape love that I was just talking about. It literally seems like God is wrapping his arm around you, wrapping his wing, wrapping you under his wing. And now you see the energy of what it means to be in the world and not of the world, and living in the world because you want to be of the world. So it seems that if you would turn with me to Isaiah 52, ever happened with you in this situation, right? So I started reading at Isaiah 52, but I'm gonna go ahead and go back. I'm gonna go ahead and go back because this excerpt was very, very telling on what it is that was happening currently in life, right? So let me get something to drink first, and then we're gonna get into it, okay? Okay. It says verse 50, Isaiah verse 50. It says, thus says the Lord, where's your mother's bill of divorce, with which I put her away? Or which of my creditors is it to whom I have sold you? Behold, for your in, in iniquities you were sold. And mind you, we were just talking about how you had to be uh in, what was it, in Deuteronomy verse 16, about how, or chapter 16, how the person, you had to pay them justly and righteously because you will want that same thing to be done to you. And it says, and for your transgressions your mother was put away. Why, when I came, was there no man? When I called, was there no one to answer? Is my hand shortened that it cannot redeem? Or have I no power to deliver? Behold, be by my rebuke I dry up the sea. I make the rivers a desert. Their fish stink for lack of water. and die of thirst. I clothe the heavens with darkness and make sackcloth their covering. The Lord God has given me the tongue of those who are taught, that I may know how to sustain with a word him that is weary. Morning by morning he wakens my ear to hear as those who are taught. The Lord God has opened my ear, and I was not rebellious. I turned not backward. I gave my back to the smitters, or the smiters. I gave my back to the smiters, and my cheeks to those who pulled out the bread. I hid not my face from the shame and spitting, for the Lord God helps me. Therefore I have not been confounded. Therefore I have set my face like a flint, and I know that I shall not be put to shame. He who vindicates me is near. Who will contend with me? Let us stand up together. Who is my adversary? Let him come near to me. Behold, the Lord your God helps me. Who will declare me guilty? Behold, all of them will wear out like a garment. The moth will eat them up. Who among you fear the Lord and obeys the voice of his servant? Who walks in darkness and has no light, yet trusts in the name of the Lord and relies upon his God. Hold on, let me read that again. Who among you fears the Lord and obeys the voice of his servant? Who walks in darkness and has no light, yet trusts in the name of the Lord and relies upon his God? Behold, all you who kindle a fire, who set brands alight, walk by the light on your fire, and by the brands which you have kindled. This shall you have from my hand. You shall lie down in torment. Right? Okay. That was the first verse. I had to get into that to even understand it myself. Literally, the best way I can sum this up, this specific excerpt that I felt to read, I had to go back a little bit. See, I had to go back a little bit because I didn't understand. I did not understand. And I was like, God, why? But now, why would you bring me to this specific reading? Why would you bring me to this specific energy? And what ended up happening was God was showing me that the people that was going up against you, uh-huh. The people that was trying to bring you down, the people that were trying to make you feel stuck and stagnant, people that was doing magic and spell work and the things of keeping you low vibrational instead of leveling you up, they're about to be eaten alive. Their karma is about to be paid to them. And you're going to see, you're going to hear about it. You're not going to see, you're going to hear about it. Because something was done to you, a divinely sent being that God has been watching, and he understood why it is that you did the way you did and moved the way you moved, because it was a bunch of stuff going on that was keeping you stuck and stagnant, a bunch of energy that was keeping you stuck and stagnant, and people was trying to keep you, it was no longer giving that. It was no longer giving that. And you had to understand that the Lord is who he is, and you can't deter him from doing what it is that he wants to do in not only your life but everyone around you. And what people around you were trying to do was trying to torment you and bring you down, and God had to strike them down and show them that you can't touch the divinely sent one, only he can. And verse 51, it says, hearken to me, you who pursue deliverance, you who seek the Lord. Look to the rock from which you were hewn, and to the quarry from which were you you were digged. Look to Abraham your father and to Sarah who bore you. For when he was but one, I called him, and I blessed him and made him many. For the Lord will comfort Zion. He will comfort all her waste places, and will make her wilderness like Eden, her desert like the garden of the Lord. Joy and gladness will be found in thanksgiving and her thanksgiving and the voice of song. So first of all, most people don't even have understand what not Eden is, but what it is that was happening in this specific, not excerpt, but more so story. It seemed like that with this specific thing, let me say it again. It says he will comfort all of the waste places and will make her wilderness like Eden, her desert like the garden of the Lord. Literally, with Eden. Because it was so wasteful that God had to come back and rebuild the energy. God had to come back and replenish the soul, the mind, the body, and the spirits of the people. And it says, listen to me, my people, literally. It says, listen to me, my people, and give ear to me, my nation, for a law will come forth from me, and my justice for a light to the peoples. My deliverance draw near speedily. My salvation has gone forth, and my arms will rule the peoples. The coastlands wait for me, and for my arm they hope. Lift up your eyes to the heavens, and look at the earth beneath. For the heavens will vanish like smoke, the earth will wear out like a garment. See this thing, God keeps talking about this garment that is about. Because if you're of the world, you're focused on what you're looking like. If you're of the world, you're focusing on how people are going to perceive you. So you have to wear your finest, your best thing. And it seems to me that it says, "And the earth will wear out like a garment," because you keep wearing the same thing over and over again, like that Jennifer Lopez dress. Anyway, and it says, "And they who dwell in it will die like gnats, but my salvation will be forever, and my deliverance will never be ended. Hearken to those, hearken to me, hearken to me, you who know righteousness, the people in whose heart is law. Fear not the reproach of men, and be not dismayed at their revelings, 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 revelings. For the moth will eat them up like a garment, and the worm will eat them up like wool. But my deliverance will be forever, and my salvation to all generations. Awake, awake, put on strength, O arm of the Lord. Awake, as in the days of old, the generations of long ago. Was it not thou that didst put Rehab in pieces? Didst pierce the dragon? Was it not thou that didst dry up the sea, the waters of the great deep, that didst make the depths of the sea a way for the redeemed to pass over, and the ransomed of the Lord shall return and come to Zion with singing. Everlasting joy shall be upon their heads. They shall obtain joy and gladness, and sorrow and sighing shall be flee away. Wait, and sorrow and sighing shall flee away. There we go. It is. I don't. I have to read a little more. I'm sorry, I have to read a little more. I'm gonna be honest, because that was a lot for me to intake. I'm just trying to process, and that's literally what it is. You're processing what God is working through you in life. You're processing what it is that God is showing you, and I think what is occurring is God is blessing you and working through you with my heart chakra, working through you from the inside out, and He is showing you what it is that's going on, and that's why I said you could be a light seer or a seer, like you can see in your dreams, where you see certain things, and God is literally showing you the process of what it is. Maybe not um Isaiah 51, maybe not specifically in chronological order, but you're actually showing what it is that you're actually being seen what it is that's going to happen in the future, and God is now showing you that the joy and gladness is here, and the sorrow and sighings are no longer a thing for you, because you have now been wrapped up in the Lord, and you have now been wrapped up in His wings, and wrapped up in what it is that you are seeking for, which is the Lord. I am he that comforts you. Who are you that you are afraid of man who dies? Of the Son of Man who is made like grass, and have forgotten the Lord, your Maker, who stretched out the heavens and laid the foundation of the earth, and fear continually all the day because of the fury of the oppressor, when he sets himself to destroy. And where is the fury of the oppressor? He who is bowed down shall speedily be released. He shall not die and go down to the pit, neither shall his bread fail. For I am the Lord your God, who stirs up the sea so that its waves roar. The Lord of hosts is my name, and I have put my words in your mouth and hid you in the shadow of my hand, stretching out the heavens and laying the foundation of the earth, and saying to Zion, you are my people. Rouse yourself, stand up, O Jerusalem, in this, or Israel, you who have drunk at the hand of the Lord the cup of wrath, who have drunk to the dregs the bowl of staggering. There is none to guide her among all of the sons she had born. There is none to take her by the hand among all the sons she has brought up. These two things have befallen you. Who will condole? Who will condole with you? Devastation and destruction, famine and sword. Who will comfort you? Your sons have fainted. They lie at the head of every street, like an antelope in a net. They are full of the wrath of the God of the Lord. They rebuke of your God. Therefore, hear this: you are afflicted, who are drunk, but not with wine. Thus says the Lord your God, who pleads the cause of his people. Behold, I have taken from your hand the cup of staggering, the bowl of my wrath. You shall drink no more. And I will put into the hand of your tormentors, who have said to you, bow down, that we may pass over. And you have made your back like the ground. Didn't I just say you bounce back? You just bounce back in some way, shape, or form. And that was the whole energy of the reading. Literally. That was the whole energy of the reading. The whole energy. Literally. That was the whole energy of the reading. And it's verse 52. It says, awake, awake, put on your strength, O Zion, put on your beautiful garments, O Jerusalem, the holy city, for there shall no more to come into you. There's uncircumcised and unclean. Confirmation. Shake yourself from the dust. Arise, O captive Jerusalem. Loose the bonds from your neck, O captive daughter of Zion. For thus the Lord says, for thus says the Lord, you were sold for nothing, and you shall be redeemed without money. For thus says the Lord God, my people were down at the first into Egypt to sojourn there, and the Assyrian oppressed them for nothing. Now therefore what have I here, says the Lord, seeing that my people are taken away for nothing? Their rulers wail, says the Lord, and continually all the day my name is despised. Didn't I just say this? Therefore my people shall know my name. Therefore in that day they shall know that it is I who will speak. Here I am. How beautiful upon the mountains are the feet of him who brings good tidings, who publishes peace, who brings good tidings of good, who publishes salvation, who says to Zion, your God reigns. Hark, your watchmen lift up their voice. Together they sing for joy, for eye to eye they see the return of the Lord to Zion. Break forth together into singing, your waste places of Jerusalem, for the Lord has comforted his people. He has redeemed Jerusalem. The Lord has bared his holy arm before the eyes of all the nations, and all the end of the earth shall see the salvation of our God. Depart, depart, go out thence, touch no unclean thing. Go out from the midst of her, purifying yourself, you who bear the vessel of the Lord. You are a person who bears the God. You are the person who bears God vessel. He gave you his armor. His armor was his body. He gave you his body. He gave you his and he gave you your own soul and your own spirit so that you can take care of what God has given you, which is your vessel, which is God. You are your vessel, literally. You are the higher self. You are who you are, but God is God all and through because he made everything. Y'all get what I'm saying? It says, for you shall not go out in haste, and you shall not go in fight. For the Lord will go before you, and the God of Israel will be your rear guard. And it also says, verse 14. See, this is why people always stare at you. This is why people are always looking at you. This is why people are giving you the energy of what it is that you want to do. It says, verse 14. It says, as many were astonished at him, his appearance was so marred. People beyond human semblance, and his form beyond that of the sons of men. So shall he startle many nations. Kings shall shut their mouths because of him, for that which has not been told them shall see, and that which they have not heard they shall understand. Yep, because the people were sent in by God and sent in through a different energy. Hey, my love, they're sent in through a different vibration, were literally chosen by God and they were molded in God's image. Literally, that's why it says we were all created in God's image because God has created his body for us. He has created his image, his depiction for us to get to know him better. But that don't mean that's him 100%. This is just a general basis so that you can personally get a relationship with the dear Heavenly Father. Okay? So I hope that helped you guys. I hope y'all understand what it is that I was kind of trying to get to say. Because I kind of just randomly channeled that. Like literally when I got up this morning. It was no pre-planned except for the Psalms one. It was nothing pre-planned with this. So I thank you. I greatly appreciate you guys. I'm about to get off here because I got to use the bathroom. And I hope that resonated with you. Because when I pulled it, it definitely resonated with me. And I love y'all so much. I'm about to get off here. Make sure y'all like, comment, share, subscribe, hit that bell notification so you get notified when I post. This YouTube is about spirituality, reality, comedy, and holistic healing. If you like any of those things, be sure to say it too. I have so much more where that came from. And I'm off here. Bye-bye. Stay